Hey, how's it going everyone? Nick here. So this is another alien sort of theory video about the Deacon actually. So I've been hearing a lot about the Deacon and if it's going to be an alien covenant and what happened to it at the end of Prometheus, and a lot of people asking, just what is the Deacon in general, because it was a little bit confusing as to what exactly this creature was supposed to be, because a lot of people thought, is it the progenitor to the original xenomorph? Is it like a distant relative of the xenomorph? Like, what exactly is it? So essentially what I'm going to do in this video is break down exactly what the Deacon is and the characteristics of it and other concepts and things that originally were going to be put into the film Prometheus with the Deacon and that sort of thing. I'm talking a little bit about how the Deacon has been used in other media and if it'll actually return in a future alien film. So the Deacon was an accidental result of the engineer's black goo that was originally used as a bioweapon, as well as presumably creating life. The liquid infected Charlie Holloway, who then impregnated Elizabeth Shaw with a trilobite. This trilobite eventually matured and impregnated an engineer on LV-223, whereupon the Deacon developed and burst from the engineer's chest. So the characteristics of the Deacon are that it has a blue smooth body, 4 fingers, and a thumb and plantigrade legs. Their mouth possesses 2 different sets of teeth, the top jaw having teeth typical to herbivores, while its lower jaw has sharp teeth spread apart, and the gum that protrudes behind the top teeth possesses sharp teeth. Now the main differences from xenomorphs is basically that the Deacon and the xenomorphs share a different host they come from. As with all xenomorphs, they gain different characteristics from their host. It is important to note that how the birth of this creature is different from the majority of xenomorph births. It is born with arms and legs, while most other xenomorphs born of humanoid hosts lack legs and arms before maturing. Instead of having a second inner jaw like the xenomorph, the Deacon has a single set of prostutable jaws more akin to that of a goblin shark, where the upper jaw can unhinge and move forwards. The Deacon also lacks any biomechanical features, being nearly completely smooth with the exception of some ribs showing. Unlike most xenomorph chestbursters encountered by humans, the Deacon used the sharp back of the end of its head to tear its way out of its host. Now this is where I'm going to talk about the confusion as to whether or not the Deacon is intended to be a xenomorph type or not. So this confusion was largely brought upon by the major script revisions that were made on Prometheus during development of the movie. Originally there were actually going to be, classic xenomorphs in Prometheus, and also the production team that worked on that film occasionally referring to the creature as a proto-xenomorph. However, evidence suggests that is not the case. The Deacon is not supposed to be a xenomorph breed or even the progenitor to the xenomorph race. A mural of a fully grown xenomorph resembling a drone can be seen on the wall of the engineered temple on LV-223, indicating that xenomorphs already exist long before the time of Prometheus. Furthermore, the Deacon is not a creature created by a facehugger impregnating an engineer, but rather is created by a trilobite. In the film's original script, an engineer did become impregnated by a facehugger, leading to an engineer-spawned xenomorph, although this was later changed when 20th Century Fox pressed Ridley Scott to remove the xenomorph altogether. Despite not being a xenomorph, the Deacon shares some undeniable similarities to the former species, including the use of a living host as a means of gestation. Both the Deacon and the xenomorph also possess a skeletal frame, an elongated head, and an inner jaw. These similarities have likely only fueled opinions that the xenomorph and the Deacon are supposed to be related. The Deacon was originally intended to have a more screen time following its birth, pursuing Shaw and David to the second Juggernaut ship and narrowly missing them as they leave the planet. Personally, I kind of would have liked to see that scene because it would have given a little bit more for the Deacon to do rather than just kind of burst out of the engineer and just sit there. So overall, will the Deacon appear in a future alien film? I'm not sure. I think it could. There's a good chance that it could, just because it's a creation that, Ridley Scott had come up with. It's something unique and different that people haven't seen before. And if you actually look at the Prometheus Fire and Stone comic book series, you can see how the Deacon evolved eventually, fully grown into an adult Deacon. It looks pretty different. It's got that shark-like head that I stated in the video with the different kind of teeth and everything. It doesn't have a tail, so it's unique enough to where I think it would be pretty cool to actually feature this creature type in a movie. What movie that would be, I don't know. We can't really tell at this point because they have an idea of where they're going with, Alien Covenant and then those sequels, but I for one would personally like to see the Deacon return in a future movie, especially an adult Deacon, so we can see how that one is more different than the xenomorph type that we know. So anyways, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Obviously we're getting Alien Covenant in May this year, and we're going to get some new alien types called the Neomorphs, which are white translucent, but would you like to see the Deacon return in a future alien movie? Because I know a lot of people did like the design for this creature and just the uniqueness that it had. So anyways, be sure to leave all your thoughts down in the comment section below. Also, if you guys are new to the channel and you like this video, subscribe for more Alien and Predator videos here at the Hybrid Network, because we cover all of the latest news, theories, and trailer breakdowns. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys next time.